everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to Raven's Escape Crafts. This is your yarn host, Sue. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Sorry about the weird angle today. I don't know why, I just have a weird angle today. I got this like glare. I don't know. I'm trying to get it so that you don't have a glare. Maybe I don't know. Switch over here. No, that's not better. Sorry. Making it nauseous. Well, we'll just deal with it today. So how is everybody doing today? How is everybody doing on this Friday? I just wanted to show you this. Isn't this pretty? I don't know. I don't like the glare. Hold on. Let me turn the light out. That's better, huh? A little bit. This is a hooded scarf that I made. I'm going to be putting it in my shop hopefully today. But I thought we'd sit and chat a little bit and talk about some yarn stuff and some crochet and life and Fridays. Yay. What's going on with you guys? I'm doing okay. I am hanging out. I am working on I'm finally finishing some of my Christmas stuff. I found oh my goodness. All right. So I was working on these Christmas washcloths before I ended up in the hospital. And then I came back from the hospital and I'm like, where's the yarn I was using? And my husband's like, I don't know. Everything's there. Well, no, I mean, and God bless him. I mean, I know I went in the hospital. He had been having the hell of a time. And, but I'm like looking at my yarn wall and I'm like, wait a minute, there it is. There's the Christmas yarn that I've been looking for. He put it away while I was away. So God bless him. I feel bad that I was like, I don't know where it is. And he's like, yeah. No. But I found it. So I can finally finish working on some of that, and I'm working on other projects. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me pause. All right, there's still a little bit of a glare, but I don't know. I can't. Maybe if I turn you this way a little. No, I don't know. So here's my new hood that I've been working on. I know you can't really see it. Let me tilt you up a little bit. I should have you up higher. Hold on. Oh well, we're just gonna deal with it for now. So this is the hooded scarf. Is like a super long scarf with a hood. This is great for winter, and then it has like the cool design around the edge. It's great for just for winter, but it also makes like for a great. A lot of people are using them. Call it a wanderer's hood, because you can. And this looks great for Renaissance fair. You can use it for like elf druid, nature witch kind of steals for Halloween or any kind of witchy thing, D&D, tabletop gaming, whatever you want to do, LARPing. And it will also keep you very warm. So you can use it in the winter. You can put the hood down and just wear the scarf. My hair's a mess, so I'm not going to do that. But I love these colors. This is that Premier Trendy. And I don't remember the color name, but if you wanted, this is that Premier Trendy yarn. And I actually got it to do something else with, but then I ended up my husband brought it to the hospital for me, and I made a hooded scarf out of it. So and I absolutely love the colors on it. I think this would be great for any kind, like I said, like druid, nature witch kind of vibes. Absolutely love. So what do you guys think? Hold on. I'm working on this Christmas stuff again. Oh my God. I'm like, the hardest part about like not, and I'm sure some of you can relate. So I'm still allowed to walk. Like, I'm not allowed to walk on my feet. I have to keep them up as much as possible, which, when you really don't feel good is easy. It's really easy to do, but then you start to feel better. Now, I've been having some stomach troubles because I believe it's because of some of the meds they put me on and other things, and just stress in general. I mean, this whole situation has been so stressful, not just for me, but for my husband, my family, everybody. It's just been a lot. And like, I mean, I stressed out about going into the hospital. I stressed out the entire time I was at the hospital. Like I said, I haven't even told you the story about what the doctors. Is that a story we should tell today? Maybe we should do that today. That was a whole ordeal. Okay, let me hold on. So, all right, I'm back. So, but so I was super stressed the whole time I was in the hospital. I didn't want to be there, and the doctors, oh my God, were messing with me so bad. And then, of course, I came home, which was stressful. Just because, you don't know what's going on and you don't want to be sick and, and I didn't handle the hospital very well. I'm not going to lie. I did not. And, I don't like hospitals. That's a whole nother story in itself. I'm not a fan of hospitals. I don't like hospitals. I don't like going to visit people in the hospital. I don't like going to hospitals. I just don't. I don't like hospitals. And this experience I just had at the hospital was not exactly helpful in making me want to go back to the hospital. Just put it that way. I was trying to convince myself I was overreacting, and then I went to the hospital and did not have a great time. So, but that being said, so of course I was stressed out the whole time at the hospital, and then of course I come home and I'm trying to decompress from being stuck in there for a whole week and, relax, and then boom, the next day Adult Protective Services shows up at the house and this whole new nightmare starts with this whole paperwork thing now with all this stuff and all these people coming over and oh my God. So, needless to say, my stress level has just been through the freaking roof. And despite my best efforts of how to keep myself calm and get myself under control, it has been a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It has been a serious struggle. And so, I've been trying my damnedest to get myself back into some sort of calm, peace, zen, but then every day they're calling me because I need paperwork, or somebody needs me to fill something out, or somebody needs to make an appointment to come to the house, or they want to know what's going on. Oh my God. So my stomach has been a nightmare. I mean, I won't give you any details, but my stomach has just been off the rails because I've just been feeling so crummy because, like I said, it's so much pressure and and I'm trying to rest and take care of myself and, and then all this, it's okay, can I just have a freaking minute, And again, I don't want to get worse again. I don't want, this to get this infection again or whatever, but I feel I understand what their concerns are, but you're stressing me out and making me more sick, and I'm not healing properly because you're stressing me out and I'm getting sick. So, but now today I feel really good, and now I'm frustrated because stuff's not done and stuff's not getting done and I can't do things. I still can't, I'm not, like I said, I can't walk on these feet very well. I'm still using a walker. I can crochet and whatever, and I can watch TV, but I look around the house and I see stuff I want to do and I can't really get to everywhere. I'm sort of limited at this point to I'm stuck in the living room and the bathroom downstairs. Because even the kitchen, we have a tile floor in the kitchen and it's really slippery, and I have these stupid ace bandages all over my feet. Sorry, my yarn is tangling. What in the world? So, oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. So I can't really even go out in the kitchen because I'm like, I can't, at this point, I can't really put, oh, there's a needle in here. I've been looking for this needle. I've been looking everywhere for this needle, and that's what's in there. Okay. So maybe we can go back. Oh, no, we're still stuck. That's okay. You guys can help me. I have a, yarn barf. So, well, like so I was saying, so I still have like these huge ace bandages and bandages. It's like a 5-layer bandage on my feet. So it's hard to like do any, like I can't walk right. And then like even to go out in the kitchen, it's slippery and I'm not sure on my feet. Even with the walker, I'm afraid of falling. So I can't even really go out in the kitchen much. So it's like frustrating because like I want to get all this stuff done. And I feel like I'm so far behind with things because I wasn't able to do stuff for so long. And I know. I need to give myself grace. I need to just forget about it and say, it's okay, Sue. You had a huge trauma. But, you know, I'm sure y'all know. That's not how your brain works. Your brain's like, no, you need to get all this stuff done. Oh, no, now I have a cat. I'm recording. There's Sophia. What? I guess she wants to be on camera too. What? Oh. Could you, I'm sort of trying to. So, as I was saying, this is Sophia. She gets very needy. She's cold all the time, and then she wants to snuggle. So, yeah, I'm here. What do you want? What? Oh, I clear off that window. It's driving me nuts. Okay, Sophia, yes. You're on camera. Is that what you wanted? You want to be on camera? Oh, no. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, she needs to be. So, like I say, so I can't even really go in the kitchen much, and like, you know, it's like, so I'm limited to like the living room, dining room, bathroom, downstairs, and of course I can't do stairs at all. I can't even do like one step. So, it's frustrating, and I'm trying my best to get things done when I can, where I can, how I can, you know what I mean? And it's just like when I feel good, I'm like, oh, look, I could do that. Oh, this needs to get done. Oh, this needs to get done. Oh, I wish I could do this. Very, very, very frustrating, you know? But I'm glad to not be nauseous. Hopefully we can keep on this path of not being nauseous. I'm not going to get my crocheting done. That's okay. She needs her snuggles. She needs her snuggles. She needs her mommy snuggles because mommy's warm and she's frozen and nobody cares if the kitty cat's frozen. Yeah, mama keeps the air conditioner on and it's so cold in here and she's freezing to death. Her little beans are like little icicles and nobody cares. Nobody cares. No. No, nobody cares about poor Sophiester. Yeah, my poor Sophiester. She struggles so hard. Yeah. She was snuggled up on a blanket, but now even that wasn't good enough, you know. She had to call mommy for baby snuggles. Yes, I know. I know. Ice not going to. Ice takes care. I know. Just frozen. You know. It's all snuggled up. What? She's very talkative. She's also the one, if anybody comes over, that has to be like right up in their butt. Oh my God. Like, as soon as somebody comes over, it's like, oh, she, like her sister is hides. Like, she's like, no, no, I'm out of here. And then her Mando, their adoptive brother, he will like come up and like, are you gonna give me food? If you give me food, I'll like you, but I'm not gonna come over. But she is like right on top of everybody, wanting petters, wanting attention. Like nobody ever pays attention to her because you can see she's so neglected. Nobody ever pays attention to poor Sophia. She's just the most neglected kitty cat in the whole wide world. Yep. Nobody takes care of her. She just has to suffer so much. Look at how neglected she is. Yeah, nobody cares about poor Sophista. Excuse me. Don't rub on that. Don't rub that. You're moving the camera. Stop. She's such a mess. Yes, I know. Nobody cares about poor Sophia. So, I didn't intend this to be a cat video, but that's okay. So, how's everybody's Friday going? What are your weekend plans? Mine are to sit here and rest and try to get some stuff done. Hopefully, I have like a million things I need to get photographed for my Etsy store, and I'm hoping to get my kids and husband to help me out, because there's a lot of the stuff that I actually need them to put on and let me take pictures of. So, because they're for like, so sorry, for guy cosplays, and stuff like that. So, Sophia, stop. You're pushing the camera away. Yes. Yes, I know. So, I'm so sorry. This isn't going to get better anytime soon. So, we're just going to work through it. Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. She's so noisy. Yes. Yep. She has a clipped ear because she was a TNR, but then this lady brought her in, her and her sister, because they weren't really feral. So, and then we adopted them from a rescue. So yeah. She's funny. So, she's hilarious. Like, she's the queen of the house, okay? She's the littlest kitty cat we have. She's like, her sister's like twice her, like, width, okay? Sophia is the skinny one. And they have food all the time. They have dry food 24/7. And then they get dinner, they get a can of cat food at night, and then they get snacks before bed. But they have dry food 24/7. They can eat whenever they want. They have water and a food bowl out in the kitchen, and they can eat anytime. But she's one, she stays skinny. She doesn't like to overeat too much. I mean, she eats good, don't get me wrong, but she's the skinny cute cat. But she's the queen of the household. She rules the roost. She beats the crap out of Mando if he starts messing with her. And her sister just doesn't even try. Her sister doesn't mess with her at all. She will not. Her sister knows she's queen of the household. And the funniest part is, so, of course, we had the girls, we've got them, let's see, Logan was in 5th grade. It was the end of 5th grade. No, they were young. We got Mando when Logan was in 5th grade. Yes. I think they were in 2nd grade. Logan was in 2nd grade when we got the girls. 1st grade. And now he's in 10th grade. So we've had him for a while. These girls are like, I think 8 or 9, maybe almost 10. And we rescued him. We've always had pets. Those of you that don't know us, when my husband and I actually got together, well, all right, so funny. All right, here's where we're going to go with this today. We'll talk about pets since Sophia decided to. We'll skip the hospital story for later. So when my husband and I were just friends years ago, he was single and living by himself, and I was engaged to this guy, and he had a cat named Chica, and I thought Chica needed a friend. So I adopted a cat. I went to go adopt a cat for me. One cat. Her name was, it was this gray tiger. I named her Sonia. Well, she had 2 brothers, they were black kitty cats with white, little bit of white on them. 2 brothers. And it was like, oh, I wish I could adopt all 3. Well, then I was like, well, Todd's lonely. He's all by himself all the time. We were, like I said, we were just friends at the time. So I ended up adopting all 3 cats. And I adopted 2 cats for him and 1 for me. So, and then of course, I ended up breaking up with my fiance, and at the time I was working at this car dealership, and there was a girl there. She had too many pets. They had, I think, 6 or 7 cats and like 5 dogs in an apartment. So they got in trouble for that, and she needed to get rid of some of the animals. Well, she wanted to get rid of this one cat, and so I ended up taking this little kitty cat because, of course, now I had Sonia, and Sonia was alone. So I thought, well, during the day she could have a friend. So I took this other kitty cat. She was a Russian blue, and her name was Angel. She was a trip and a half. Oh my God, that cat was small. She was like 7 pounds. She was 7 pounds, and full of spit and vinegar, man. She was the sweetest cat. I mean, she was like up my butt all the time. Like I used to like carry her around. I used to like make little slings like she was a baby and carry her around because she wanted to sleep on me and sleep like on my shoulder. She loved me to death, but she did not put up with anybody's crap. She get you. In fact, we one time we were living in an apartment, and it was like one of those like ground level apartments where part of our apartment was like under the ground, and then the windows were like level with the ground. And one day we were sitting there, and Sonia was on the window watching out like cats like to do. And these German Shepherds, this guy had German Shepherds that he used to walk past our apartment all the time, and they were not nice. They were not well trained. And well, they saw the cat, they lunged. He couldn't hold them. They went through our window, through the screen in the window, and into the apartment. And I wasn't in the bedroom at the time. I was in the living room, and all I hear is like, and I see Sonia come flying through the living room, and Angel go tearing in there. Next thing you know, all you hear is, and she shredded these dogs. I mean, she shredded their noses. They were like skin hanging off. I mean, this 7-pound cat attacked 2 full-grown German Shepherds that were in full attack mode and beat the ever-living crap out of them. To the point where the guy who owned them comes knocking on my door the next day wanting to know how I am going to pay his vet bills because he had to take the dogs to the vet because they needed stitches. And I'm like, hold up. My cat was in my apartment, inside the apartment. Your dogs came into my apartment. I'm not paying your vet bills. I don't owe you a darn thing because Yeah, right? I said, they came in to attack, and my cat defended the house, basically. Like, so, yeah, this little 7-pound cat shredded these poor dogs. I mean, I did feel kind of bad for the dogs because she did really, really hurt them. And, but, then he had the nerve to ask us to pay the vet bills. I'm like, there's no way. He's like, well, they need to be on antibiotics. They had to get stitches. Well, that's just tough. I'm going to have to stop. All right, I'll come back later. All right, I'm back. So, cat's gone, had lunch, did all that. So I'm not going to film a whole lot more. I know this video has been a mess today, and thank you for anybody who is stuck with it. I don't know. It's just been a mess today between the cat and lunch. My husband coming home early for lunch. But so as I was saying, my biggest problem right now is I am super frustrated with like my lack of getting stuff done and being able to get things finished. But I'm working on it. And I need to be gentler with myself, and I'm going to be. So hopefully I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, I don't have any plans because I'm not allowed to go anywhere or do anything, but that's okay. One of these days I'm going to get to be able to go out and do stuff. One of these days I got to go out to go to the doctor. So there's that. I'm going to try a step this weekend because that's my biggest problem is there's 2 steps down and then 2 steps up to get out to the car. And I'm just being so bad on my feet. I'm scared to, like I said, I'm scared to go on the kitchen floor because it's so slippery with these ace bandages on my feet. But I have a pair of those like socky things I can put on, I think. But like I can't put shoes on because they're too bandaged up. I would show them to you, but they don't look very good. So you don't want to see that. But so I'm hoping this weekend I'm going to try. We have a step in the house that I'm going to try to see if I can do a step up and step down. How that goes, that maybe I can actually get out to go to the doctor next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Because I need to go get a primary care doctor, which of course I still don't have insurance, so it's going to cost whatever it costs. But I'm hoping to get a primary care doctor, and then I can get this form filled out, and they can get off my back. So we'll see. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm going to be crocheting. I don't know that I'll get a video done this weekend because I don't know. I might. It depends if my husband and kids decide to film this weekend or not, which they did last weekend. So I'm hoping they do again this weekend, and then maybe I can get another video made. And hopefully I'll have done what I'm working on by then. But if not, we'll see. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. If you're doing something fall, let me know. I'm so jelly. Oh, I love fall. Fall is my favorite season in the whole wide universe. And I see all this cool fall stuff going on. Like I saw this really cool corn maze thing tonight. Like there's a wine sipping and corn maze. I'm like, I wish I could go. But, oh well, maybe next year, right? Let's look at the positives. I'm still around to celebrate my favorite holiday, which is Halloween. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I hope you have a great Friday, wonderful weekend. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you always. And choose love every day. Sorry, I can only do half because I'm holding the phone. Bye, everybody. Love you all. See you again soon.